Hello, America. Before I play this video clip for you, one that has never been seen before and was actually driven to me from Washington, D.C. today, I want to remind you of a couple of things. First, remember that it was the White House who earlier this week declared war on the Fox News lies. The woman who said it. This is the woman that the White House, I don't know who put her in charge of this. Oh, but she's expendable, believe me. She's the one who came out this weekend. Her name is Anita Dunn, and she said this.
The reality of it is that Fox News often operates almost as either the research arm or the communications arm of the Republican Party. It's fair to say about Fox, and certainly the way we view it, is that it really is more a wing of the Republican Party.
Okay, here's Press Secretary Robert Gibbs.
Specifically, the comments by Anita Dunn about Fox not being a real news network.
I have watched many stories on that network that I found not to be true.
Okay, in America, you have a right to face your accusers. They're making some pretty hefty charges here. Granted, so am I. So is this network. They are claiming that our stories are wrong, lies, smears, vicious. Even in the news division of Fox, which I want to make very clear, and I have from the very beginning, I am not a journalist. In fact, I wear that as a badge of honor. The news division here at Fox is one of the best I've seen. They check their stories all day long. I, not a journalist, check my stories 6 ways till Sunday. We break news on this network, and we have broken news on this program. News that if somebody would have told me these things a year ago, I would have said, you're nuts. News I don't want to believe. I made you a promise from the very beginning of this program that I will tell you when I'm wrong. If I make a mistake, I'm not just going to gloss over it. I will not bury my mistakes. If it's a big mistake, I will correct them in the lead. You know, I say this all the time, and nobody in the press, because I don't think people in Washington even understand honor anymore. I don't want to believe that these things are true. I would love to be wrong. I love my country. I think you do too. I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. It's not about party. It's about our country. What I'm saying is not, oh, gee, there's a little bit of corruption here, or, hey, those crazy Democrats, I can't wait to get to the Republicans. I don't see any difference between the two, quite frankly. Until we started looking. What I am telling you now is that there are Marxist revolutionaries who have dedicated themselves to principles that will destroy our nation as we know it. Now, that is a heavy charge, granted. That's why I put the phone there. See that phone? That phone is directly to Anita. She is the only one that has the phone number. We have confirmation that she has the phone number. She is the one that the White House has put in charge to lead the campaign against Fox News and this program. Call me, Anita. Call me. I'm begging you. Call me. Correct me. Tell me what I put up on the chalkboard yesterday is not true. It would help me sleep at night. It would. I haven't received any phone calls. Do you remember just a few weeks ago, I put this up on my screen. Do we have that? Here it is. And I remember there was a controversy because people said, wait, you're going to put Chairman Mao up there? Yeah. Yeah, Chairman Mao. That's a pretty hefty charge that people in America, in our government, listen to Chairman Mao? These people I showed you last night and the night before and the night before that and the night before that and the night before that are in love with Chairman Mao. Not all of them, many of them. That's why I said when Van Jones went away in the middle of the night on a Sunday morning at, I think it was midnight, Sunday morning on a holiday weekend, I said, don't celebrate. Don't celebrate. They just pushed him out. That leaves the question unanswered. The questions must be asked and they must be answered. Why was he there in the first place? How did he get in there? Who knew that he was a communist radical? You just don't fire and replace him because he's not the only radical in the White House. Call me if I'm wrong. I did not erase this chalkboard last night because I wanted to show you where we left off yesterday. These are all people who are into social justice, environmental justice, redistribution of wealth. That's Marxism. They may not only love Mao, but some of them love Castro. They love Che and Chavez. People like Van Jones, Mark Lloyd, Carol Browner, Cass Sunstein. We, honestly, we have been so lacking in our charge of vigilance in this country. We got fat and lazy. We didn't think anybody inside would ever hurt us. That those names of Chavez and Castro and Che, they're just images on T-shirts now. The video I'm going to show you here in a minute is video that I will show you if you needed more evidence that the enemy is not only in the gates, they're inside the house. Because Che is a little more than just a cool T-shirt, and Mao is just a little more than a statue you might recognize and buy in a gift shop in San Francisco, you have to... We're not teaching this in school anymore. Please give me a couple of minutes, just a couple of minutes before I show you this video to let you get up to speed so you know who these people are. Che, the guy on the T-shirt that all the kids love now. He said revolution was a lot of fun. And, quote, I feel my nostrils dilate, savoring that acrid smell of gunpowder and blood of the enemy. That's who your son or daughter is having on their T-shirt. He admitted to shooting people in the back of the head as, quote, a matter of course, but says he didn't turn into a cold-blooded killing machine until Castro took over. Castro put him in charge of the La Cabana prison, where he oversaw the killings of up to 2,000 people, executed without trial or due process. That's Che. Oh, but it gets worse. How about Fidel Castro? His firing squads murdered pregnant women. His Coast Guard machine-gunned mothers with children that were trying to escape on rafts. His regime made Cuban women into the most suicidal women in the world, tripling their pre-revolution suicide rate. He tried to destroy New York City 2 times. Did you know that? Once, of course, with nuclear missiles. In 1962, he planned to set off 500 kilos of TNT in stores and Grand Central Terminal on a busy shopping day. Oh, we just love Castro now, don't we? His slogan, please listen. Please listen. His slogan was revolution first, elections later. He locked up groups such as homosexuals in concentration camps during the 1960s. They were subject to medical and political re-education. Then we have the chairman.